0 to 60 can define a performance car, but it's the fastest 60 to 0 that's the aim of Tarok's brakes. From road cars to race cars, circuits, special stages, or the autostrada, nothing reduces speed like Tarok's brakes. Italy gave the world the art of Da Vinci and Michelangelo. Tarok's has given drivers the art of stopping. For more information and to acquire your own masterpiece, visit tarox.co.uk.
Yes, it's me, Mike Stone, and this is the Backseat Driver Podcast. I'd like to introduce the Backseat Driver Radio Show, live from Jarama in Spain, Max and Giam Huber, two young racing drivers who are following in many ways, the family tradition of their father, Ralph. Max and Giam, welcome to the Backseat Driver Radio Show.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Now, I know your father is a fanatic about Shelbys and things like that. How did all this come about? And I conclude you're just following in the family tradition.
Yeah, so I mean, it all started with our father. So he wasn't a very enthusiastic or fanatic of cars at the beginning, but in the year 2000 he bought a Camaro from 68, I think, with his brother, and they started rallying.
Yeah.
And the years going on, they bought new cars, Corvettes, another Camaro, and my father bought a Shelby GT350 for racing it on track. So that's how it all started in 2005, I think. And I mean, I was born in 2003 and my brother in 2005, so we've always seen our father going to races, to tracks, and racing this legendary Shelby on track.
Yeah.
And so from my side, it started 4 or 5 years ago. So he just asked me, do you want to race with me? Do you want to come to a race? And I mean, obviously I said yes, but at the time I didn't know what I was going to witness. So my first event was in Monza 2018. The
greatest track in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree with Sebastian, but Monza is quite a great track. So I went there and he was racing the Shelby, the GT350, and the C3 Corvette from 71.
Yeah.
Which is a genuine monster. I mean, it's a beast. And I mean, I saw all these cars at the Peter Auto events. The cars are just amazing. The Group C's, the Porsche 917. I mean, all those cars. And I was just amazed by how fast a car could go on track. I didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
And in 2020, my father just bought a brand new. I mean, it was quite new at the time. The 65 Mustang, which was I mean perfect. The car was perfect.
Yeah.
Like stock out of the factory, and he prepared it. He changed everything, and it became a race car.
Yeah.
And he prepared it for me to race in the Peter Auto events. And then COVID happened, so we couldn't start when we wanted. But I started, my first race was in Paul Ricard in 2020. And I actually finished third in the race.
Well done. It's Paul Ricard. I was there. The last time I was there was 2008, and it's a very interesting circuit to drive with Paul Ricard.
Yeah, and I mean, it was generally the best track for me to start, but because I mean, even if I blocked the brakes or anything, if I spun, I don't know. There's a lot of runoff. There's a lot of
runoff, and people don't get stuck. It's in many ways it's a flat circuit, so you're not going to get stuck or get in anybody's way because of how the circuit is formatted.
Yes.
So how did your brother Giam? How did he get into racing? Or did he just follow in his brother's footsteps?
Well, a bit when I saw my brother training for the races,
my father asked me if I wanted to do something similar. So I obviously said yes. And I was going with my brother and my father in the trucks, but I couldn't drive since I hadn't my license yet.
Yeah.
So I saw them driving, and for me it was a bit disrespectful because I saw them driving and I couldn't. But I saw what that was like, and I said I wanted to do something like that too.
Yeah. So, did you follow with the same Ford Mustang, or did your father build another one for you?
He built another one for me, same 65 Mustang.
Yeah.
And my first race was in Mugello, but it was this year. Yeah, this year. It was, yes, it's my first year.
This is your first year?
Yes, it was back in April.
Yeah.
In Mugello, but I hadn't had any luck because I broke my wrist.
Yeah.
I broke my wrist that day. So really, my first race was in Dijon-Prenois.
Yeah.
In June.
Yeah.
But I did 50% of the race because someone crashed into me.
Right.
I had an accident.
Yeah.
But I gained a lot of experience.
Yeah. So, now the one thing I do know is your father is a Shelby and a Cobra fan. Have either of you raced any of his Cobras as yet?
Yeah. Yes. So the Cobra, the white and orange Cobra, is his Cobra.
Yeah.
He bought it about 8 years ago, and he raced everything. I mean, he has done everything with that car.
Yeah.
2 autos, like 5 2 autos, 5 seasons of Peter Auto, Le Mans Classics, three times, I think. So this year he just, I mean, at the start it was going to be half. I mean, I was going to do the first half of the races of Peter Auto, and he was going to do the other half.
Yeah.
But when we were going to change drivers, he wasn't. He didn't have his suit on.
Yeah.
So that meant that I was going to do the whole race by myself.
Yeah.
And I ended up doing the whole season by myself alone. He just left me the wheel of the Cobra.
Now the Cobra is, I know a Shelby Mustang is a vehicle with a lot of power and a car that you have to learn how to drive. But how do you find the Cobras? I mean, the Cobra is, if you're not careful, the Cobra is a car that will literally bite back. So how do you like racing the Cobras, and how did you adapt to it from a Mustang?
Yes, so I mean the big difference between the Mustang and the Cobra is the way the car slides.
Yeah.
I mean the Mustang is pretty obvious. It's a snap of oversteer and you're done. I mean you cannot do anything. It's a snap of oversteer. You spin and that's it.
Yeah.
The Cobra, if you want to drive, it's easy to drive. To be honest, it's easy to drive a Cobra. But if you want to drive it fast, that's the difficult point.
Yeah.
Because the car by itself, it slides by itself, even when you don't know it. You just turn the wheel. I mean, you turn the wheel, and you're sliding. The 4 wheels are sliding.
Yeah.
And if you want to drive it, I mean, crazy fast, like the first ones and the guys that win the races in Peter Auto, you need to be one with the car, be one with the gearbox,
yeah,
and understand how it slides.
Yeah.
Because you will never ever get a snap of oversteer like in a Mustang. It will never come.
Yeah.
Like never. It just slides by with the 4 wheels.
Yeah.
So I mean that's for me the big difference. Then the power, it's quite the same. You have a bit more in the Cobra, but it's not that much.
Yeah. So which do you prefer racing, the Cobra or the Mustangs?
I mean, to be honest, I can't tell you, but the races with the Cobra are way more exciting because there's a hell lot more of cars. I mean, in the Peter Auto events, we are like 50. We have 15 or 18 Cobras.
Yeah.
So you can fight all race long with some different guys. Even before, after the pit stop, it's always fighting, over fighting.
Yeah.
And the race ends at night time. So you get the start the daytime and you end at nighttime. So that's pretty exciting. But then the Mustang, I think that I've reached the limits of the car.
Yeah.
I don't think that the car can go much faster. So it's really fun to drive. But since there's not much competitiveness in those races with the Mustang, yeah, it's a great race, but it's quite boring. When you're 45 minutes in, you're like, okay, I'm alone. There's no one to fight with me. So the races with the Cobra are more exciting.
And Giam, have you driven the Cobras yet?
I haven't driven the Cobra yet. I only drive the Mustang.
So you've a way to go before you find the Mustangs, shall we say, boring like your brother does.
Yeah, because the Mustang is a car, for me it's a car to learn. I mean, there is no aerodynamic, it's a pure tank.
Yeah.
But for me it's that, and for me it's a car to learn.
Yeah.
When you have an accident, well, it doesn't really matter because the car is strong.
Yeah.
And it's when you brake, you need to brake very early.
Yeah.
So you gain experience with this car more than with another car.
And because the Mustang is a big car and a typical American car, it will teach you a lot of car control. Because I mean, when you watch them, shall we say, wallow into a corner and things like that, it will teach you a lot of balance. Will the Mustang?
Yes, with another car you can just turn, or it will turn. With the Mustang you need to anticipate a bit the approach to get a good turning.
Yeah. Now, I mean, when will you move on to the Cobras, Giam?
It's to the boss to decide. If the boss decides to put him in the Cobra in 2 weeks, he's in the Cobra in 2 weeks.
Right.
If he wants him to be in the Cobra next year, it's next year. I mean, we don't know. I mean, when he put me in the Cobra, it was at Estoril in 2021, and it was at qualifying.
Yeah.
He did the free practice, and he said, "Yeah, okay, now take the wheel and do the qualifying." And I was like, okay, I wasn't prepared. So it can be tomorrow, in 2 years, in 2 weeks. So to be honest, we don't know.
So it's when your dad Ralph decides that you're right to go to the Cobras.
Yeah. He's the boss. He manages everything.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I do know is, besides the historic cars, it's your intentions to move forward into more modern cars, because, as you said before we went on air, you've now got a manager.
Yeah. I mean, our manager is officially our manager, but he's a professional driver too.
Yeah.
He has done like 5 times 24 hours of Le Mans. He's done podiums at the 24 hours Daytona. He's done Sebring. He's done a lot of races, and he's still racing in GT4 France. So he's our manager, but also our coach, our engineer, because he with the videos and the data, he can say where we can go faster. So he's a bit everything in one guy. That's our man. So his name is Timothée Buret.
Yeah.
And I mean, next year it's not settled yet, but the intention is to stay in historical cars.
Yeah.
Here with the Cobra to do the whole season and maybe go for a podium, because I couldn't manage to do one last year. And so, for my brother, he still needs to learn about the cars, about car control. So, no, but I mean, it's the most important, because if you want to move on to another category, you need to have the experience to race with other people, to learn your car, and to adapt to a car. So, for 2023, it's gonna be still like last year, so classic cars, but maybe one day 2024 onwards we could do some races in modern cars just to see how we can do in a modern car, because compared to the guys who race in classic cars, we know that we have, I mean, we know our potential, and we know that we can do podiums and stuff, but in modern cars we don't know, because we never tried to do a race. So maybe in 2 years it would be great to do some races in modern cars.
Well, I think the thing about a modern car is the technique of driving them is completely different. To get the tyres to work, the brakes to work, the aerodynamics to work, you cannot drive them as you would a classic car. So in many ways you will be learning to drive all over again.
Yeah, for sure. Because with the classic cars, the big difference, to be honest, is the tyres. They have slick tires, and we have like crazy old tires.
Yeah.
So that just slides everywhere, and with one outlap, they're already warm, and you can push as hell, and there's no much grip, so you can't do anything. With modern cars, the way that the tire behaves and how how you put them in temperature, it's quite different. So it will be another experience, and just something different.
I mean, is it your intentions to, if you drive moderns, to go and be able to compete in the Le Mans 24 hours? Is that your ambition?
Wow, mate, that's the ultimate dream of a racing driver. I mean, yeah, of course, if I'm just gonna be realistic, and if we go to some modern categories and we're competitive, and we can fight for podiums and wins with all the great drivers. I mean, of course, if we are able, if we have the talent to go to race with other of these great drivers in modern cars, of course, the ultimate dream is to do 24 hours of Le Mans. But I mean, if we're 2 seconds off pace, it's over. I mean, we're realistic. It's no use to go to the 24 hours of Le Mans and just be cruising there for 24 hours.
I mean, the ironic thing is, as you say, it's 2 seconds. 2 seconds has gone like that. But 2 seconds in modern Le Mans it's like a month on a calendar.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's the ultimate dream, and if it's possible one day, I think that even if we are 10 seconds off pace, we'll go to Le Mans. But it's the ultimate dream, and for now it's not planned. It's not in our sights. But of course, who doesn't want to go to 24 hours of Le Mans?
Now, just out of interest, as your careers progress forward, will Max and Giam always be a team, or will they always be rivals?
No, I mean, for the moment we're teammates. We've just raced a race here in Jarama in the same car, so for now we're teammates. And I mean, I don't think there's ever gonna be any kind of rivalry between us, because I'm gonna learn from him, he's gonna learn from me, and we're just gonna push each other forwards to be more competitive and to go faster.
Yeah.
But if you say that, I mean, if the question was that we were gonna be in the same category and fight with each other on track, of course. If I see my brother on track and he's faster, of course I'm going to pass him. I'm gonna want to pass him. So that's obvious.
Yeah. Now, I know before we went on air, you were saying your manager is thinking of putting you into or encouraging you into Formula 3. I mean, over in Europe, especially France, Formula 3 is still a big series. What's your shall we say, thoughts on moving from things like Mustangs and Cobras into a single-seater?
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know, but I personally don't know any driver from any modern category that went from classic car racing to modern car racing, single-seaters or GTs, anything. I don't know any young driver that has done that. So the intention to go into Formula 3. I've already done tests in Wolf Thunder GB08, which is a Formula 4 with way more aerodynamics. So I know how a Formula car behaves. But the intention is just to see if it's possible, to come from classic car racing with all our knowledge of car control, of mechanical grip, because that's the only thing we've got, and to see if we can adapt.
Yeah.
Some cars with a lot of aerodynamics, and if we have, the courage to take corners that fast. Yeah, because with classic cars, you cannot take scene in Paul Ricard flat out. You have to brake. So we'll see if for sure we're gonna test.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if we like the category, if we like the car, if we like how it behaves, and then maybe move on to not VIF3, because that's way too expensive for what you race.
Yeah.
And but maybe in smaller categories like Ultimate Cup Series, and I don't know if you know this category. They have a Formula 3 race, so it would be great to compare ourselves with the others.
And is it your manager's intentions that Giam moves into single seaters as well?
If he wants, of course. If our manager wants him to go to morning cars, to VI3 or F3, he can, obviously.
Yeah.
But if Giam wants to go there, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Maybe he I don't know. Maybe you tell me. But if he wants to stay in classic cars,
yeah.
It's the same for us. We'll be happy for him, and that's it.
I need to evaluate my capacity on. It's my first year of racing.
Yeah.
And I still need to learn, and I just can't go to morning cars without finishing a training. So I'm not thinking about morning cars now, but maybe in 1 year, 2 years, I can think about that.
Yeah.
I still don't know today.
And even though you're a manager, I conclude you'll still take advice from your father, and your father will keep a close eye on both of your racing careers.
Yeah, of course. Our father just has been racing for 20 years, 25 years, or that's around it. And he has the same. He enjoys the same. He enjoys driving the car, but now he's just happy seeing us race.
Yeah.
Seeing myself or my brothers competing and going for it, braking late, going for a position, that's just so enjoyable for him.
Yeah.
I can see he was watching my brother race, and he had a big smile on his face, so he'll always be around. He'll be here.
Yeah.
Here with us, supporting us, shouting at us. That's how he goes. He'll always be around.
Yeah.
For sure.
I've interviewed quite a few young racing drivers who have followed their fathers into racing. Some quite famous fathers. And one of them said to me, the problem with having a famous and successful father as a racing driver means you will get the harshest and hardest criticism off them.
Yep, of course.
And do you find that with your father over your manager? Your father tends to criticise both of you very heavily whilst watching you race.
No, it's the complete opposite. He's so proud that we are able to race that fast, that we can share his passion with cars, because not every father can share something that big with his children. So he's just very happy about it, and he's not gonna be angry because we finished last, or because we made a bad move, It can happen.
Yeah.
He knows that racing is harsh. He knows that you can break things. He knows that there's other people on track that sometimes are quite dangerous. So you never know what's gonna happen when you start a race. So no, he has been very supportive in the good moments, in the bad moments, when we crashed cars, when we finished on the podiums. Always been super supportive. So I don't think that there's gonna be much argument in this regard.
So, does your father still race?
He didn't race this year. It was his first year. I mean, I just realized it was his first year since 1997 that he didn't race. So that was quite an event.
Si, Le Mans Classique.
Okay, he raced.
Yes.
He has done Le Mans Classic. I forgot about it.
Yeah.
He raced. But next year he's planned to race.
Yeah.
I still don't know the car, but he told us that he was gonna race.
Because I know that's one thing. Your father has changed his racing cars, hasn't he? I mean, apparently he's got rid of some and he's replacing them with other vehicles. What sort of cars will be joining the family racing garage?
Well, he has been always racing the 60s and 70s American cars, Shelbys, Cobras, Corvettes, and So in 2019 he bought a Group C, ADA Group C, C2. So that was quite a change, but he sold it. But I mean,
he raced with it.
He raced with it for 2 years. He won actually the championship with it.
Yeah.
But these cars for him go too fast and they're too complicated, and 100,000 pounds for the engine. It hurts, when you break the engine. It's quite harsh. So he'll be. I think that he's still gonna be racing with 60s cars.
Yeah.
Americans, Europeans, German cars. I don't know, but in the 60s, he's gonna stay in the 60s.
Now, next year, 2023, marks the 100th anniversary of the Le Mans 24 Hours, and the next year's Classic Le Mans is going to be a serious event. Are all of you going to be there and competing in the 100th anniversary?
For my brother,
I'm not gonna compete.
He's not,
But
because he has exams, so he cannot compete. But I'm on the list. I'm gonna be on Plateau 4,
Yeah.
so in the 60s, racing the Cobra. And my father is also in Plateau 5 with the C3 Corvettes. So we're gonna be there.
So, but Giam, you will be there on the pit lane wall cheering them on.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I'll be here because I never been to Le Mans, so it will be something to learn. Yes.
The one thing about Le Mans that I always remember is, besides the racing, it is the atmosphere of just being there. I mean, it is an unbelievable place to go to.
Yeah, I've never went to Le Mans Classic either, so my father told me he's been telling us for 20 years that it was the best event in the world, the best classic car event in the world, but we never went there, so we're gonna see. I mean, every person that goes to Le Mans Classic says that it's just amazing. It has an amazing atmosphere, and the cars are pretty, and everything is great. So we're gonna see, but I'm pretty excited to go there, to be honest.
I mean, I've always said, this is just my personal view, the greatest race in the world is the Le Mans 24 Hour. The greatest circuit in the world is Monza. Now, I know you guys haven't been racing that long as such, but which are your favourite circuits?
That's a hard one.
Personally, I haven't done a lot of circuits. I can say that Paul Ricard is a good circuit. It's a good circuit because you can't crash. So yeah, but I will say Paul Ricard.
Right.
Because I have been here 2 times and I had a lot of fun the 2 times.
Max, which is your favourite circuit?
I don't know. I mean, to race and to learn, of course, I'm gonna say the same as my brother. Paul Ricard, to learn a car, it's just amazing because you can go as far as you want. You're never gonna crash. so that's great. But to the experience and the feelings of the track, I'm gonna be like a normal guy. But Spa is just beautiful. I mean, the racing in Spa was just from out of another world. It was just magic. And I haven't been to Monza, but if I go there, I tell you. But I think that Monza is also an amazing track. So fast.
But I mean, Spa is incredibly fast. I mean, I have been at Spa, and it is an incredibly fast circuit. The fact there are a lot of, shall we say, hills and drops, and you can have nice weather at the pit lane, and it can be raining at the far side of the circuit, so it can give you everything in one, can Spa.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I was there in May, I think, at the end of May, and we arrived there. We had in the free practice, the half of the track was wet, and the other half was dry. I mean, completely dry. So it was strange because you went to the wet line, to the wet racing line at the start, and you ended at the dry. So it's just so strange to drive there. And then the second and the third day, it was just raining all for the whole track. So I mean, it's Spa. You know, it's maybe gonna rain. It's surely gonna rain.
Yeah.
So it's an amazing track. I loved it. So, and I've raced the Mustang there at night time.
Yeah.
The whole race was at night time, and the atmosphere, it's just crazy to be in such an old car, in such a legendary and fast track. It's at night time. That was crazy.
Well, the thing about racing at night time is you have to be more. You to increase your game because you can't see what you can see in daylight, and you are reliant on your lights more than anything else.
Yeah, and the lights on the Cobra and the lights on the Mustang are not the best in the world. So you can see you see a bit, but not much. And actually, I was going faster at night than I was going in daytime, because I had just my references. I knew I had to brake at 200 meters, so I broke at 200 meters. I couldn't brake earlier. I couldn't brake earlier because I couldn't see the void. So I was going faster at night. It was crazy.
Max and Giam Huber, it's been a pleasure chatting to you over in Jarama. Thank you very, very much for joining me on the Backseat Driver Radio Show so early on a Sunday morning.
Thank you, mate. Thank you for inviting us and to give us the opportunity to express ourselves to such a great show. So thanks to you, mate.
Thank you. It was really great.
It's been a pleasure. And once again, all the best for 2023.
Rarely beaten on price, never beaten on service. Whether it's cars, bikes or commercials, Hodder Tyres are the best in the business. And when it comes to tyre expertise and advice to supplying the correct tyres for your vehicle's specific requirements, nobody comes close to David Lakin and the Hodder Tyres team. So give them a call on 01200 613 192 or visit the website at hoddertyres.co.uk.